Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. We got another episode of Final Girl today. This is going to be my first time streaming on YouTube, actually. So, if there is anyone from YouTube, let me know what it looks like, what it sounds like. Is it horrible? Is it good? Is it about the same? So today we're doing, this is Final Girl, Series 3, Falcon Wood Files. Apparently there's a bunch of missions and stuff, lots of rules we're not 100% sure on, so we're gonna go through the rules a little bit before we start. I'm ready if you're ready. Let's get into it. So, yeah, we've already set up most of it. We got the killer board here. Our killer is the Slayer. Check them out. Apparently this one's multi-dimensional, so you can swap from one dimension to the other, which sounds... I'm not going to lie, that sounds awesome. Then we have the map over here. So the map is Falcon Wood. I have no clue what movie this one's based on. And then apparently there's 5 separate missions for this too. Yeah, let's get it going. So we start on 4 horror. We do have to choose a final girl. I mean, can we first just admit that, I mean, Janelle's bad, right? So we have Janelle. And we have Octavia. Is what it is. We could look at the ultimates too real quick. So Janelle's ultimate is place a tracking marker on the 0 value after resolving a no success result on a horror roll or saving a victim. Move the marker 1 space to the right when resolving an action card that deals damage. You may increase the damage dealt by the number on the space with the marker and then return the marker value to 0. So she could just beef it up, man. Beef up the attack. She's a pumper. Then we have Octavia is a very similar ultimate ability. So she has place a tracking marker on the 0 value after resolving a no success result on a horror roll or saving a victim. Move the marker 1 space to the right. When you are about to receive damage, you may reduce it by the number on the space with the marker and then return the marker to the 0 value. Okay, so then she's like more or less like a tankier character. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with Janelle. So we can really just do a lot of damage. Yeah, we got a bunch of tokens here, extra tokens. We have to pick a mission too, don't we? For anyone out there that has played Final Girl Falcon Wood Files, helping decide a mission would be big. We love it. Yeah, let's jump into Falcon Wood's rules. So it does say right away, set the Survive the Hunt Terror card and both mission item cards and the friend cards aside. They will only be used when instructed by the mission rules. Before normal setup, randomly select a mission and follow the setup instructions on that mission. What's the easiest mission? Does anyone know what the easiest mission is? We have crack the code. Oh, this is the back, yeah? No, this is the front. Everything has like a little explanation except for crack the code. The 5 mission options are save your father, you have a missing friend, survive the hunt, expose the lab, and crack the code. What do we do here? Crack the code looks like you need to get a bunch of tokens. It involves rolling a d20. I can't believe we got a d20 from Final Girl. What do we do? Expose the lab? What's the easiest one? Come on. When you end your movement on a space with the mission. Let's just start with crack the code. I mean, it's the first one, right? It looks like it involves the least amount of stuff. Like special victim meeples and such. We didn't really look at the other side, but I'll flip it over now. Oh, I had it backwards. It does involve. Okay. All right, so we're going to do crack the code, whatever that means. Spies are in Falcon Wood and communicating in code. Crack the code to foil their plan. We're going to do that. We're definitely going to do that. The additional components includes 6 mission tokens. Do not include the ones that are blank on one side. Okay, we need to find these mission tokens. All right, we got the A3 with the 3 under it. So that's going to be one of the tokens. Got that one. A4, A1, A5, A6, A2. That's all the tokens, right? 6 mission tokens. Jockette friend card. The Jockette friend card. Let's find him. There's the Jockette friend card. We have that. We can set the rest aside, right? We have no more friends. Damn. Wow, she looks like Farrah Fawcett. Who's that? Who's Farrah Fawcett? All right, while the Jockette is in your space, change 1 die to a success when resolving action cards that provide movement, and 1 additional victim may follow you. You may use river crossings while with the Jockette. That's pretty good. If the Jockette leaves play, discard this card. We're going to set that down here as a reminder. So let's read the rest of the crack the code. Your game is in the chat. What's going on, man? I didn't realize there was 5 different or whatever missions for this one. What a pain in the ass, right? We got the D20 die, and then the setup is place the Jockette friend card nearby, near the play area. We did that, and then we got shuffle the 6 mission tokens, and randomly place 1 face up, face down in each of the 6 named spaces that aren't searchable spaces. You love the rewards though. What are the rewards? We didn't even see any of that yet. Shuffle the 6 mission tokens. Okay, so that's these. We'll shuffle these up. Like this. I mean, we fumble through like regular rules in Final Girl, if I'm honest, and like there's just no way I'm gonna be able to play this one right. Okay, these are mixed up. And these go in each of the 6 named spaces on the location board that aren't searchable spaces. So we're going to go Fanghorn Forest. We'll put 1 there. We'll put Wood at the best friend's house. We really have to get around the board. Remember the tokens have a typo. Do they, though? Fuck. Even my tokens? I could have sworn I just got this one. For this mission, you'll be using the number 1 through 6 on the mission token. Alright, so there's... Oh, the reward is the special victim. Yeah. We can bring 1 extra victim with us. We get to change a dice to a success when resolve action cards that provide movement. That's pretty good. So that is going to help us move around. You're definitely right about that. Yeah, let's I did watch a YouTube video about these rules, and you are right about that typo. So I would have hoped that they fixed it. I mean, goddamn. By the time I bought the game, I wasn't like one of the first people to have this, that's for sure. I don't see another named space that's not a searchable. Oh, the library. There we go. They go from A1 to A6. It is supposed to be A1, A2, B1. Okay, so A3 is B1, and then A4 is B2, and then A5 is C1, and C2 would be A6, correct? I could write that down. We're not really sure how that affects us yet. We don't know anything about the rules, but we've done what it says as far as the setup. Shuffle the 6 mission cards or mission tokens and randomly place 1 face down on each of the 6 namespaces that aren't searchable spaces. For this mission, you will be using the number 1 through 6 on the mission token. That's all it says for crack the code. Should we not do crack the code? Check the mission image. That will tell you if you have the first printing. Other side, of course, right? Fucking camera won't focus either. I guess we have first printing because it's 1 through 6. That's unfortunate. You have the typo. Yo, I'm having deja vu right now. That's kind of crazy. All right, so we have the typo. The tokens are wrong. Should we do a different mission then? Or is it like something that's pretty easy to figure out? How did I know this one was going to suck? Not a heavy impact. All right, well, we're going to stick with this mission then, since we've already set most of it up. Okay, what do we do here? That's it, pretty much. There's some rules on the other side. It says, rules. When you end your movement on spaces with mission tokens, you may spend time to reveal and place the token on this sheet. The token will have a value from 1 to 6. During the action phase, you may try to crack the code by performing the following steps while at the shopping mall. Oh, you have to be at this shopping mall? Spend 3 time to roll the D20. Add the values of all mission tokens on this sheet to the value on the die. I believe this one doesn't use letters. If the total is less than 20, you failed to crack the code, and we'll have to try again. Either this turn, if you still have time, you wish to spend or a future turn starting at step 1. Dude, what? The mission is complete when the total is greater than or equal to 20. Place the jock at the shopping mall. Look through the item deck at the shopping mall and take one item of your choice, shuffling the remaining items together to form the item deck for that space. Just the number side. Okay. Yeah, so when we roll a d20, let's say we get a 1. We add that to our 6. It's a total of 7. Damn, so do we lose the token ever, though? Like, what's the gaining progress? Losing progress. Gaining progress. Reveal a mission token of your choice and place it on this sheet. Losing progress. Place the highest valued mission token on this sheet back on the location board in the space farthest from you. Yeah, we would have to go get it again. That really sucks. When does that come up? No clue. Okay, there's a bunch of definitions and stuff. Tarot card and events will refer to the gain or lose progress. All right. Thanks for that. Definitions. We got bridge. Refers to paths with roads that cross the river and the bridge token. River crossing refers to paths with the blue lines that cross the river. River crossings, you will normally not be able to use river crossings, but some effects will allow you to use them. Victims may follow you as normal. Enemies cannot use river crossings. Spaces connected by a river crossing are not considered adjacent. Where are we looking at? Ooh, they have some river crossings here. That's pretty cool, actually. We like that. Not considered adjacent nor connected for the purpose of determining range. Missions. Each mission sheet will have specific instructions on how to set up and complete the mission. Completing the mission is mandatory to win the game. The killer can only lose their final health token or reveal their final health token after a mission is completed. Any damage that would reveal the killer's final health token before the mission is complete is ignored. If there is one or more killer, this only applies to the last remaining killer. Some cards will instruct you to gain progress or lose progress on the mission. Refer to the mission sheet for explanation on how to resolve this, and place the tracking marker on the marked space as a reminder of this of the progress effect. Friends. When you complete a mission, a friend will join you to help you defeat the killer. Friends are considered special victims, but have 3 important differences. Friends will follow you into the killer's space. Other victims in the same space as a friend will be attacked before friends are attacked. Friends will not panic if they are in your space. 20-sided die. Can't believe they gave us a D20. It's the only D20 I own. I saved my dad, then immediately died. Oh, no. You did the dad one, huh? Many cards will instruct you to roll the 20-sided die. D20, as indicated by, like, a D20 symbol. Oh, that's messing with the focus there, bud. All right. I think we got it. Let's do Slayer special setup, then we're going to go right into it. Place the dimension tracker card near the play area. We've done that. So we have the killer board here. This is our dimension, and then we have the mirror dimension for Slayer. So he's going to pull victims into the mirror dimension and such. Place the final girl and special victim tokens on the R dimension half of the dimension tracker card. Now, do we start with the friend? I thought we only get the friend if... I think they're just saying special victim meeples, if any, come up from the event. But that goes there. Add a mirror dimension victim gray meeple on your space. All right, do we have to flip a setup card already? Let's do it. Let's flip a setup card. I'm going right into it. We're going to get this. We're going to kill Slayer today. With some help. Okay, here's our starting space. So we're going to start down here on an exit space. Put the final girl there. 2 victims here. 2 victims there. 2 victims in the forest. What is it called? Fanghorn Forest. It sounds like some Lord of the Rings stuff. 3 victims at the police station. Bunch of narcs. 2 victims over here. Killer starts over here at the shopping mall. And 3 victims at my best friend's house. What are they doing there? Okay, 3 victims at best friend's house. Okay, that's the setup. That was easy. So we should have 12 out there. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's right. And then it says to put a gray meeple in our starting space. Add a mirror dimension victim gray meeple in your space. Done. Add mirror dimension victim on the closest exit space to the Slayer. Oh. Not good. So we have another mirror dimension victim there. Add the open a rift action cards to the tableau. We've done that. We've got some new cards here. Open a rift. On a double success, you go to the mirror dimension. Special victims may follow you. And then on a single success, go to a mirror dimension. Spend a time. Special victims may follow you. No successes, you still go to a mirror dimension. Special victims may follow you, but you lose a health and 2 time. Or you could just end your turn. And these cost 2 time to pick up, and there are 2 of them. All right, and then it explains some of the mirror dimension stuff. We're going to go through that. One thing I forgot to do was pull the Survive the Hunt card from the Terror deck. So this apparently comes out. There's another typo. When a mirror dimension victim dies, he goes to the pool victim to be used again. When a mirror dimension victim dies, he goes to the pool victim to be used again. Right, so we put him right back in the pool, and we put a yellow dead victim meeple in the dead pile. I think I can handle that. So we pull that out. We need to shuffle this. Should we use the card shuffler here? How do we feel about the card shuffler? You ever get tired of shuffling cards? We have the single deck shuffler here. So it looks like this. And then when we play big games with lots of cards, we have the massive 6 deck card shuffler right here. I mean, thing's heavy. All right, so we pulled 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's our 10 terror cards. Terror deck set up. All I got to do is read through the special setup or special rules for the mirror dimension real quick, and then I'm ready to go. So we have the mirror dimension as a dark, dreary version of our dimension, and both are represented on the same location board. The following rules apply. Slayer only moves in the mirror dimension, unless an effect says otherwise. Victims in our dimension are represented by yellow meeples, and victims in the mirror dimension are represented by gray meeples. The dimensions you and any special victims are currently in is indicated by their token on the dimension tracker card. A token on the upper half means that the character is on our dimension. Is in our dimension. And a token on the lower half means the mirror dimension. Normal movement rules apply. However, only victims in your current dimension will follow you. Okay, that's fine. A victim can only be saved when both you and the victim are at an exit space in our dimension. So we have to take them back to a regular dimension to save them, is I think what I'm reading. And then searchable spaces can be interacted with in both dimensions. That's huge. That could give us a good weapon. I didn't realize that. We could find something in the mirror dimension. For simplicity, tokens on spaces and location effects in general apply to both dimensions, unless the dimension is specified. If a token or a location effect targets a victim on a space and there are victims in both our dimension as well as the mirror dimension, then victims in our dimension are targeted first, unless mirror dimension victims are specifically targeted. Pulling victims into the mirror dimension. Victims can be pulled from our dimension into the mirror dimension when you see this symbol. All right, so they showed the symbol there. It looks just like the one on the mirror dimension card. It looks like that. Slayer targets the closest victim in our dimension, performing the following. For a normal victim, replace the yellow meeple with a gray meeple. If all the gray meeples are already on the board, then the mirror dimension victim farthest from the Slayer is immediately killed. That gray meeple is then used for the new victim pulled into the mirror dimension. For a special victim, move their token to the mirror dimension. Half of the dimension tracker card. So if a special victim gets pulled into the mirror dimension, it looks like that. I think we're getting this. It says panic the victim. If no victim was pulled into the mirror dimension, bloodlust increases instead. All right, they got a bunch of examples here. Entering the mirror dimension. When the rifts started appearing, it awakened a power within you during the action phase. With intense mental energy, you can open a rift to the mirror dimension in your space. Resolve the open rift action card. Special victims on your space may cross with you into the mirror dimension, but normal yellow victims cannot. When entering a mirror dimension, move the associated tokens to the mirror dimension. Half of the dimension card tracker. Okay. There's more stuff on the back. Returning to our dimension. Yikes, dude. This is a little whack. We don't like 3 pages of rules, but we're going to keep going. During the action phase, you may return to our dimension at any time, except while in the middle of resolving the action card. Move your token on the dimension tracker card to our dimension. Any victims on your space may also come back to our dimension with you by replacing the gray meeple with a yellow meeple. For special victims, move their token to the R dimension half of the dimension card tracker. Whoa! Attacking. To attack Slayer, you must be in the same dimension to perform actions or use items that deal damage. The exception is when you're attacked while you're in our dimension and play a reaction card that deals damage. So reaction cards go through both dimensions. We can do a retaliate and deal damage whether we're in the same dimension or not. Targeting. Slayer has a mental connection with you and can sense you regardless of which dimension you are in, but it can only sense victims in the mirror dimension. When targeting the final girl / closest victim, Slayer will target a victim in the mirror dimension or you, whichever is closer. Note that if Slayer is attacking on a space with only you and other victims in our dimension, that Slayer will attack you, ignoring the victims in our dimension. Come on, guys. I mean, seriously, what happened to Camp Happy Trails? I mean, we started at Camp Happy Trails, and now we're on this kind of shit. We're swapping dimensions. I mean, it sounds cool, but there's no way I'm going to get this right. If you're in the mirror dimension during the upkeep phase, you lose health. All right. Yeah. Another thing. Let me just get a whiteboard and just start putting reminders up there. Targeting. Slayer has a mental connection with you. Oh, we already read that. When targeting, yeah, blah, blah, blah. When targeting victims, it will target the closest mirror dimension victim. If there are none, it will instead resolve swap dimensions and ignore the rest of the killer action. Continue to resolve the rest of the tarot card if there are additional effects. When targeting the final girl only, it will target you regardless of which dimension you are in. Panic phase. During the panic phase, do not panic victims in our dimension unless the interdimensional rift collapse finale card is in play. For example, Slayer's in the mirror dimension, and at the start of the panic phase is in a space with 2 victims in our dimension and 2 mirror dimension victims. Since a victim was killed earlier this turn, the mirror dimension victims will panic, but the victims in our dimension will not. Yo, what the actual fuck? How do they expect someone to open this, read it, and play? Maybe I'm just extra dumb, but we'll see. I mean, we have Chur Game here who's going to help, but... Okay, I don't think I'm missing anything else. All right, we start down here. We have a mirror dimension person with us. We don't start with and open a rift card, but we should definitely get one, right? What do we do on our first turn? We just rip some focuses. We got a reminder card here. I guess that's a little helpful, right? A Slayer will only attack victims in the mirror dimension. However, it can attack you in any dimension. We'll keep this to the side. Let's get started, I think. We're doing the crack the code. Okay. I don't really know where to put this. The last thing we got to do is shuffle the item deck. We're going to shuffle this up. See what items we get. First, I'm just going to drop shuffle them. Then we do 4 in each pile, right? With the top one showing. These little cards don't fit in the card shuffler. So we go like this. The other side of the reminder is more helpful for me. Resolving this side. I don't think you can see it. This one, probably. Let's get these shuffled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I already messed this up. Also remember health and final health token. Ooh, yo, good call. We already forgot that too. They're resolving that symbol. Yeah, all right, cool. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we have the shopping mall items. Check it out. And the initial event, we are going to do that. We have an old revolver at the shopping mall. We have binoculars at the police station. Seems thematic. And we have a slingshot at the government lab. Not so thematic. I mean, what do they do? Why? Oh, I guess slingshot. Yeah, that should be 2-hander. And then the revolver's 1-hander. All right, the rest of the items just go by. Here's the setup card. We can move that. We need to choose a final girl. Let's go Janelle. 1, because she's bad. She got them big hoop earrings, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna go with Janelle here, just blindly. We're picking Janelle. She gets 5 health, so we'll give her 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Killer gets 10 health, so we give him some health here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So this guy's got 10 here, and then we both get a final health token, which it could be blank. It could have extra health on it. Anyone who's played Final Girl knows the rules. If anyone is in chat, give me a number from 1 to 9. We're gonna mix these up. Whoops. Best way to make, we only have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 here, so let's just shuffle them up like this, right? And then somebody pick one, or I'll pick one if we don't have a number 1 through 9. I can roll a dice too, but oh, we do have a D20. Now that Van Ryder Games has provided us with our only D20. Alright, we got nobody in chat. So let's just do random. Final health token for the boss. Final health token for the final girl. It is what it is. These are getting packed up, put away. We already pulled 10 tarot cards. I don't think I'm missing anything else. We're good to go. We're ready. We have Janelle. We're going to flip a starting event. So our starting event, it's called Game of Chance. Okay. Game of Chance. Choose how many dice you want to roll. Max of 6. Roll them along with the D20. If the total value of the dice results is less than or equal to the value on the D20, increase the horror by 2. If the horror roll total is greater than the value on the D20, apply the following effect based on how many dice you rolled. So if you roll 6 and it's greater, you lose 2 times. If you rolled 5 and it's greater, you lose 1 time. If you rolled 4 and it's greater, you gain a time. If you rolled 3 and it's greater, you gain 3 time. If you rolled 2 and it's greater, you reduce the horror by 1. If you rolled 1 and it's greater, you reduce the horror by 6. Should we just roll 1 dice here? Let's see. If the result is less than or equal to the value on the die, we just increase it by 2. So we would go to 6. Most of the events on these are very D&D thematics. We've never played Dungeons and Dragons. We love the movie though. D&D thematic. I can't believe they gave us a D20. Aren't those expensive? I see them in the board game store sometimes. I don't know anything about them. I'm not a D&D player. Let's roll. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice we're gambling here right off jump though, and it's also nice that this gets discarded immediately. So let's do this game of chance. We don't have anyone really to recommend how many dice we should roll. So a D20 goes up to 20, right? There's 20 total sides. We have this D20 here. Now we're going to roll this along with a number of our horror rolls. And when we roll this, if the result is less than, we're going to do what it says on the card. A good quality set probably cost average $15. With 7 D20s in it. I don't know what each final girl costs, but I mean, you saw that we picked up. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying, like, the average cost of like a final girl feature film. If you paid $20, you know, you're getting a D20 and some cards, some cool stuff. tons of content. If you're a board game freak like I am, then that gets you a little, you know, you might get excited about that. How many dice do we roll here? That's the real question. Let's do, we really want that reduce the horror by 6 situation, but it might be better to just reduce it by 3. So should we just roll 2 horror rolls with the D20 and hope we get like a really low result? Let's do that. We're gonna roll here. Let me bring this down a little so we can actually see the dice. I should probably move myself too. Let's just roll. Ready? We're gonna roll the D20 with the two dice. Blah 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 blah. Oh my god, it was less by 1, dude. Oh. 1d4, 1d6, 1d8, 1d10, 1d12, 1d20, 1d10 with 10s instead of units is the typical set of a D&D player. Okay. We don't play D&D. Do you play D&D? Are you a D&D player? I can't believe we just got 6 on this horror result and we got a 7 on the D20. So this essentially means we were off by 1. We increased the horror by 2. Not too bad. So the horror goes up to 6. So we lost there. That kind of sucks. Not the best way to start, but we're gonna move on here. We discard the event. We're ready to start. I think we start with a focus. We always start with a focus. Seems like a good strat. Because they bump that horror all the time. Not a heavy or regular, but I played and run one-shots. Never run a full campaign. Okay. Yeah. I wonder, could I fix this real quick? The overview kind of shows a little too much off to the side, right? So here, let me see if I can just zoom just a little bit like this. I mean, this might be a better view. We don't really care about the cards on the bottom, right? I played Splendor Duel and had to move my mats, and that's why everything's off a little bit, but we can deal with that. Okay, that works. So we're good to go. Are we doing crack the code? I already forgot. Where do we put this? Yeah, we're doing crack the code. We're gonna put that over here on top of the final girl box. Or maybe we put it like right here. What is the cord that's in the way? Is it this cord? Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. All right. Yeah, this we have to get started. So let's hopefully I'm not missing anything. Let's just get it going. We only have Sure Game, you said you got like an hour and a half or something. It's already been 30 minutes. So we got to get this started at least so I can get the hang of how we play, and then we'll see what is the fate of Janelle. She may die, she may survive. Let's start with a focus. We want to try to get that horror back down. So we play our first card, focus. We roll 2 dice here. We get a double success on the first roll. You love to see it. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Double success. We gain 2 time. Horror decreases by 1. We're up to 8 time. 5 horror. You love to see it. All right, we could do another focus, but I think it's important we hold on to that. We want to split the cards up a little bit. Now, what exactly is the goal? This mirror dimension person won't follow us, right? Until they're in our dimension. So we can't buy and open a rift card until we get to the first planning phase. So what exactly are we supposed to do? We just run from that twerp? I would like to go towards that government lab. And again, can't we just move this stuff out of here, right? We're not using this stuff. Those are very important. Attack Slayer plus completing the mission. Okay. Yeah, so we can damage them, we just can't kill them, right? Until we complete the mission. And the way to complete the mission is to get into the spaces with these tokens. So we've got to get in the spaces with those tokens. We've got to spend the time, like it says on the Crack the Code card. We can spend 3 time to roll a d20. If we're in a space, we spend a time to reveal and place the token on this sheet. Okay, so we actually use the sheet. Can we cross rivers? That's my first question, because I want to swim across here. If we swim across here, it's probably fastest. No? What do you mean, no? You will normally not be able to use river crossings. Ugh. I already hate it. So we've got to go that way. And if we're going that way, we might as well just, like, my instinct is to just go 1, 2, 1, 2, save 2 victims. Just some effects will allow you, and then items and events will allow you to cross rivers. God damn. Should have just let me cheat. I would have been like, bam, we're cracking the code right off jump. All right. In that case, we're going to do a walk. Roll 2 dice again. You'll need to wait for a drought, he says. All right. We get a single success and a convert. We could pitch weak attack and short rest here to move 2 spaces. I say, since we're on this side of the river, let's spend a time. We can discard weak attack and short rest. We pitch those 2 cards. We spend a time. We can move 2 spaces. I think since we're on this side of the river, we should just get all the parts from this side of the river, then cross, start picking up those parts, and start attacking Slayer. Hopefully by that time we have maybe opened a rift, brought some people back. That's kind of my thought process, so it could go horribly wrong. We get a double success on the walk. We can move 2 spaces. We can't bring this victim with us, so we walk 1, 2. We're in a space with 2 victims now. We're left with a walk and a focus. We end our turn there. We go into the planning phase with 7 time. We definitely pick up open a rift just to have it. So that puts us on 5 time. We take a search. Do we want to search? We're closest to the slingshot. It's an extra damage. It's got a range of 1. That's pretty good, actually. I think we should pick that slingshot up. And then a sprint and a close call. So search costs 2. Sprint costs 2. We're down to 1 time. We take a close call. That's the end of the planning phase. We reset the time to 6. Return the cards to the tableau. We do the first killer action. So killer action is as follows. He's got this symbol here, which means swap dimensions. And then target the final girl, closest victim, and attack. This is where we need help. Um, other side first. Resolve following the remainder card. This reminder card? What? Determine the closest victim in our dimension to Slayer. If there's a tie, then from the space with the most victims. Yeah, we're going to put this right next to our dimension, actually. Okay, so we're going to try to determine the closest victim to Slayer. So we're going to look at these spaces. We have 1, 2, 3 spaces away for 2 victims. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. So this is the space with the most victims. So it says if there's a tie, then from the space with the most victims. So that victim, we replace it with a gray meeple. Hopefully I'm doing this right. This guy gets pulled into the other dimension. Now, does he stay there? Replace it with a gray meeple. Okay, that we're ignoring the special victim part. If there are no available gray meeples when one is needed, that's not the case. If there are no victims, blah. Oh, then panics. He's in another dimension and panics. Okay, that's the part we were missing. So we're going to panic that guy that just got flopped. So the gray meeple here will panic immediately. Since he got pulled into another dimension, he freaks out. He panics at a 1. So this gray meeple panics at a 1. Okay, surprisingly, he stays there. All the numbers on here are, I know it's probably hard to see because of the orange, but it's 3, 4, 5, and 6. So a 1 and 2, he stays. That's actually good news for us. Then he targets the final girl or closest victim and attacks. Now, can he just attack? He freezes out of fear. Yep, that's the truth. All right, he freezes out of fear. And then I guess he can't attack, right? From there, he's got to be in the space. He doesn't move at all. He starts, I didn't even put the Bloodlust token on. So he's starting out at 2 movement to attack. But there's no movement on his attack line. So we flip a terror card. He attacks in his space where there is no one. Okay, cool. And then we have terror card. You got to be kidding me, bro. We're starting out with a minor dark power. Interdimensional interference. When you lose health from opening a rift or from being in the mirror dimension during the upkeep phase, lose an additional health. Yikes. Doesn't look good. So now he's got a minor dark power with 2 extra health. So that puts him on like 13 health, right? Yeah, I know, right? That is going to be harder. Why do I always get so freaking hosed in this game? I feel like just my RNG luck is horrendous. We've actually lost 2 final girls recently. All right. At least we have some cards this time. So nobody else panics. I swear there was something to do during the upkeep phase, but I could be wrong on that. There's nothing to do during upkeep phase. Yeah, I think there's nothing to do. I think this is. And this one, I think there is not upkeep extras unless if there's events. Yeah, and that event got discarded, so I think we're good. We go on to the action phase. Moving right along here. Okay, we have open a rift. Well, we just got that interdimensional interference, so if we lose health while we're over there, we lose extra health. Until we can attack him for 2, so I think we hold on to this open a rift. Maybe we just do focus and sprint walk. We could walk, see how many spaces we get. If we end up getting 2. Oh, we could cross here. I don't know. Let's do a focus to start. We get a single success and a tier, so we go down to 5 time, reduce the horror by 1. Start with another walk. Double tiers. Probably just go 2 time, a health. And we can move a space. So we're going to move 1 space like this into that space. We'll bring those victims with us. And I think we actually get 2 tiers out of that. Yeah, hell yeah. We add 2 tiers to the tier board. This is where we could do like a sprint. Oh man, that's such rough. I don't know. If we end up getting like the 2 spaces though, it might not be worth. Yeah, let's try a sprint. So we play sprint. We get a single success. We can move 2 spaces here for 1 time. We're all the way down to 2 time now. So 2 spaces. If we go into the government lab, there's a chance that we can search and pick up that slingshot. Or I have no clue. That really kind of sucks that we got that. The slingshot does have a range of 1. We could just collect the other ones on the way back down. There's just no point in bringing victims with us. Oh my god. What a pain. Let's move like this. We should just leave those victims where they were, right? We never even should have brought them here. We can move 1 space. Okay, now we can't. Yeah, so we have to end our movement in a space with a mission token and spend a time. So we've only got 2 time left. We might as well reveal that mission token. We end up moving 1 space. We leave these 2 victims here so we can save them on the way back. And we're going to reveal this mission token for a time. So we go down to 1 time. I have no clue what happens here, but we reveal a mission token and it's A2. So that's actually the right token, right? Because it's not one of the B1s, B2, B3, whatever. So that goes on. Yeah, now we can't. Yeah, we put it on the sheet. Okay. So this token we revealed goes on the sheet. We're going to put it over here. because I'm actually running out of space to put stuff. All we have left is open a rift, search, and close call. I think we end it there. We have 1 time to spend. We could sell our close call and pick up a sprint. I think that's the play. We sell close call for 1 time. Adjust the part with only the numbers matters. Or end just the part with only the numbers matters. Oh, so we have it upside down. I have no clue what that's for then. I guess they just tried to save tokens and they got it all mixed up. Who knows? So we're going to sell close call for a time. We go back up to 2 time. We purchase only a sprint. We get our free cards back. We return these cards to the tableau. We go to the next killer phase. He's going to do his little dimensional rift thing or whatever the fuck. It's going to be the furthest victim or closest victim to him. That is, yeah, he's pulling people into the other dimension. So this attack line here, then he targets the final girl, closest victim, and attacks. There are 3 parts on the tokens: letter plus number, key, just the number. Just number the last one is the ones that matter with this mission. Okay. So right now we have a 2, and basically we would need to roll an 18 to crack the code. Hopefully that's right. And we have to spend 3 time to roll that d20, yeah? $18 or higher, yeah. Unless we pick up more. We plan on picking up more. I know that 6, hopefully that 6 is up there in that upper left corner. We're going to go for that next. So let's see what happens. Closest victim to the killer is going to be 1, 2, 3 spaces here. And then again, it's a tie. 1, 2, 3 spaces here. So this one technically has the most victims, but it's also a tie. We're going to use ambiguity and go with this guy, our lucky guy. Gets replaced with a dimensional victim, whatever you want to call it. And then we move on to flipping a terror card here, right? Because he can't attack or move anything. Sum of all the tokens is 21, just so you have it in mind. Oh, you add them together. Oh my god. Oh yeah, we panicked the victim. There's no way I'm going to remember that all game, bud. But we'll try. So this guy, since he turned into dimensional thing, he's going to panic. Alright, he panics at a 2. So finally they start... Oh my god, he stays. So we don't have a 2 on here. We have a 4, a 5, and a 6, and a 3. That's okay. We'll do our best. The 2 times that they have panicked, they haven't moved. The most forgot rule I have playing these killers. Yep. I believe it. I believe it. Okay, next we flip a tarot card. So the next tarot card says, people are disappearing. Rightfully so. All right, we have that. He's going to do that again. That kind of sucks. So we go back to the location board. Closest victim again. This has the most. So we're going to turn him into a dimensional victim. He's going to go into the mirror dimension. Then he's going to panic. He panics at a 3. So he actually panicked there. Then we have Finally, something aggressive here. The Slayer is going to target the final girl. Closest victim, move and attack. All right, so he only needs to move one space to get to this victim. And he attacks for 2, killing a dimensional being. So we take him off the board. We put the dead victim, a yellow meeple, in the pile. We return the gray meeple back. Bloodlust goes up 1. So nothing happens there, but he's moving for 2 and attacking for 2. Normal victims don't count as targets. Okay, so he can only really attack the grays. The grays. I love it. Okay, then we have increase the horror. So the horror goes back up to 5. We do panic. No one panics. We've already panicked everyone that needs to panic and just panic. Remember, normal victims don't count as targets and the final girl because of the psychic connection. So get as many yellow people off the board as we can before they turn into grays. I got you. Because you can't save grays unless you... Even if you open a rift, it's not like you can change a victim back, right? Once they're changed, they're cooked. Ugh. This one, meh. So far, I mean, just from the start of this, no, you can change it back. How do you change it back? You open a rift. Opening a rift says you go to the mirror dimension. If you're in the mirror dimension during the upkeep, you lose health. Oh, you go to the other side, but it says mirror dimension. Special victims may follow you. I see. So is a gray meeple considered a special victim? We'll figure it out, I'm sure. Nothing to do during panic or upkeep phase. So that's the end of that tarot card. Put that in the discard pile. We're going to roll right into the action phase because there's nothing to do for panic, nothing to do for upkeep. They did bump that horror up. What do you guys think about a focus, sprint, bring 2 of those victims down, and they will follow you to our dimension if you are on the same space. But you can't bring yellow victims to the other side. Yeah, we don't want to bring victims to the other side because then they're attackable, right? We don't want to spend a lot of time in the other dimension either because we'll lose 2 health every upkeep. Especially with this interdimensional interference that we have. We could start damaging him, but I think it's more important that we finish the mission. Let's pick up these parts. Let's do a focus off the rip. Double success on the focus. Woo! You love to see it. All right, we get 2 time. We go up to 8 time. We reduce that horror back down to 4. We should roll like that all day, huh? Read it from the Slayer rules, how to bring gray victims to our dimension if you have doubts. It is concise there. Okay. Pulling victims into the mirror dimension. Victims can be pulled from our dimension into the mirror dimension. When you see this symbol, Slayer targets the closest victim in our dimension, perform the following. For a normal victim, replace the yellow meeple. For a special victim, move their token to the mirror dimension. So when we run out of victims to pull into the mirror dimension, the bloodlust goes up. So that's also sketch. Special victims on your space may cross with you into the mirror dimension, but normal yellow victims cannot. When entering the mirror dimension, move the associated tokens to the mirror dimension half of the dimension tracker card. Returning to our dimension. During the action phase, you may return to our dimension at any time, except while in the middle of resolving an action. Move your token to the dimensional tracker. Move your token on the dimension tracker card to our dimension. Any victims on your space may also come back to our dimension with you by replacing the gray meeple with the yellow meeple. For special victims, move their token to the our dimension half of the dimension tracker. If you are in a mirror dimension during the upkeep phase, you lose 2 health. Well, it's 1 health, but 2 for us because of the interdimensional interference. You hate to see it. Oh, man, looking at this location board, man. A walk gives us 2 spaces if with a double success. I think we just play sprint. We hold on to walk. Just kind of see what happens here, right? We could just start saving people. Let's do sprint. Double success on the sprint. Big time. Fucking big time double success. I'll go to my event now. Good luck with the game. Maybe I'll play Final Girl when I come back. All right, man. Thanks for your help. Again, we probably wouldn't have been able to get through most of these early rules without you. It's going to suck trying to fumble through it, but we'll get through it. We'll figure it out. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if Janelle survives this from Slayer. We're going to be popping in and out of dimensions, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so we can move 3 spaces. That's actually really good news. The only bad news is 1. The only bad news is that just remember the panic part. It's really easily forgettable. Yeah, that's burned into my brain now, so I think we got it. I'm sure there's no way I'm going to remember it every single time, but I think I got it. I'm just going to write panic in Sharpie on the location board. We can move 3 spaces here. Now, there's no exit spaces up here. That kind of sucks. Like, what the fuck? Man, being able to move 3 spaces and not save a single victim feels horrible. Let's spend a time. We go down to 7 time. Let's leave those victims there. I mean, they're already closer to a exit space being down here. Now, if we bring them with us, I mean, it's like 1, 2, 3. And then if we leave them there, it's like, let's bring them 1 space. Okay. All right, man. Catch you later. Thanks for the help again. And then let's move 1 more space. So we actually only moved 2 spaces. We spent the time. We went down to 7 time. We're going to spend a second time to pick up this token, reveal this. So we go down to 6 time. We reveal our token. It is a 5. That's big. 5 and 2 is 7. We could roll a D20 here and crack the code, right? Is that right? Yikes. I mean, do we have to Yeah, we're gonna be on 7. So we're not gonna roll it yet. There's another token close by, so we might actually crack this code. The 5 goes on our board. So we're actually looking at 7 right now total. Now with another token picked up, we could walk here. No more searchable locations up there, man. This is a rough board. Let's do a walk. We get a single success on the walk, which allows us to move another space. So we spend 1 time going down to 5. I don't know. Should we bring those victims with us? Like, we have 1, 2 spaces for this victim, right? And then it's 1, 2 spaces if we bring them there. We'll never get out. We'll never get close enough to him to save victims, right? Yikes. So, like, I was thinking, we can move 1 space. Do we go for this alone? We go without the victims, right? So we move 1 space for a time. Okay, so that was focus, sprint, and walk. The cards left in hand. We have short rest, search, weak attack, open a rift. No reason for us to go into the other dimension yet, I don't think. So let's end it there. We'll go into the planning phase with 5 time. We know sprint is big. Let's get a distraction. We take our 2 free cards, focus and walk. We return the rest of the cards to the tableau. We got sprint, walk, focus. And 8 cards total. We go into the panic phase, or killer phase, sorry. We're going to do the killer action, which is to pull the nearest victim into another dimension. Closest victim, we have 1, 2 spaces. It's going to be this guy. So this guy turns into a gray meeple. Boom. And then he immediately panics. He panics at a 2. Again, there is no 2 there. So the guy stays there. That's kind of helping us, I think. That's big stuff. We'll flip a terror card. No fucking way, dude. We get another minor dark power. Man, we are so unlucky with these minor dark powers. They come up constantly. Zealous attacks. Increase Slayer's attack value by 1, and he gets 2 extra health. You trying to tell me that's not bullshit? I'm calling bullshit. There you go. Zealous attacks. He's got 2 more health. Guy's up to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 health. It's like Ratchet Lady all over again. I'm having PTSD. Ugh. Come on, man. All right. Up. Keep. Phase. No panic, right? Nobody died. Nothing happens during upkeep. We do action phase again. Now, the cards we have are distraction, sprint, weak attack, short rest, search, open a rift, focus, and walk. So 8 cards. I think I want to start with a distraction to maybe get some time. We reset the time to 6, right? We bought some cards, didn't we? Yep. All right. So we're going to do a distraction to start. Then if we have a walk, we would like to do a walk. So we can move 1 space, pick up that other token, and then we're closer to that 20. So we're going to start with a distraction. We rolled 2. All right, we get a convert and a tier. So we need to pitch 2 cards here. I'm sort of thinking short rest and focus. That gives us 1 time and reduces the horror by 1. So we're getting that horror bumped down. We pitched 2 cards for a single success there on the distraction. Now we're going to play some more cards. And I'm thinking about we do a walk, so maybe we can get that 1 space. We're going to roll 2 dice. We get a single success. That's all we need. We spend a time. We can move 1 space here. What we're going to do is move into the space with the token, and then we spend another time going down to 5 time, and we reveal this token. It's a 3. So if we add up all of our total tokens, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now if we roll that D10 and we get a 20 or higher, Because of our tokens sheet here, I don't know if you can see it. I guess you could see it if I pull it down a little, huh? So we have a 2, a 5, and a 3. Those are the tokens we've revealed so far. We're trying to crack the code. This is the mission for Falcon Wood Files. So what we do is we roll a d20. We can do that during the action phase. We have to spend 3 of our time. Is it worth it right now to try and crack the code? The total's 10, so we would need a 10 on the d20. I don't think so. I think our goal right now is going to be to save some victims, do some damage to Slayer. We can damage him, but we cannot kill him. Oh, that requires us to move to the other dimension, though, does it not? Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with how that went. We could sprint right now and see how many spaces we can move, start saving some victims. I think that's the play. Let's do a sprint. We get double tiers on a sprint. That's bad. Bad news. We can move 1 space for 2 time, lose a health, and end our turn. Oh. Yo, if we do that, do we go in his space and do a weak attack? Thoughts on that? I don't think it's worth it. Let's take the 2 tiers. Let's lose a health. 2 time. We go down to 3 time. We can move 1 space here. Just move back into that space to be safe. We get 2 more tiers, which is actually huge. Reroll any of your dice. We were playing with the wrong side of the tier board. We always play on side B. So we already have 4 tiers. We can spend 4 tiers to roll 6 dice. That's actually pretty good. Alright, what do we do now? We have 3 time left. Weak attack, search, open, rift. I think we hold on to those cards. We go into the planning phase with 3 time. We need to pick up a sprint. We take a close call. We get our walk and focus back. We return the rest of the cards to the tableau. So sprint goes back, walk goes back, distraction goes back. Focus and short rest go back. That's planning phase. We do killer phase. So he's going to pull the closest victim to him into the mirror dimension. So let's count the spaces. We have 1, 2, 3 spaces. Can he pull us into the mirror dimension? I don't think so. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3 spaces. So it's a tie here. 4 spaces. This is obviously further away, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So it's going to be one of these guys. So one of these guys will turn into a gray meeple. And they'll immediately panic. All right, they panic at a 4. So they panic into this space. That's fine. Then we flip a terror card. It's after me. Target the final girl, move and attack. This is trouble. Guy moves for 2. He also attacks for 1 extra. So we're in trouble here. We did not pick up any reaction cards. We might be taking a bit of damage. Let's check it out. Your thumbnail says Christy versus Razorface. It's okay. I'm not disappointed. Yeah, I haven't made a thumbnail yet for this one. I apologize about that, but yeah, we'll make one when the actual YouTube video comes out. I'm just pretty much live streaming the process here. So if he targets the final girl, moves and attacks. Guy already moves for 2 and attacks for 3, technically. So we're in trouble. Because if he can move for 2, he's going to go like this. He's targeting us. He's attacking for 3. And I think, are we just dead right off the bat? Because we didn't pick up a... Yo, we might actually just be dead here. Because we did not pick up a guard or anything like that. We can't do anything at all. We just take 3 damage, right? We're dead. Oh. Yo. This looks rough. I mean, look at the guy's minor dark powers that he got immediately. I mean, just 2 minor dark powers that just... I think we're dead here. There's literally nothing we can do. And it's because of that stupid minor dark power. Increase Slayer's attack value by 1. So we're dead, right? Liquid Identity 101. Are we cooked? I think we're cooked. And because we spent that health on the failed sprint horror roll, right? If we had one more tier... No, there's nothing we can do. I think we're dead. We have to reveal Janelle's ultimate ability or final health token this early on. Dude, no way, dude. There's no way we're already dead. We just started. All right, fine. We'll reveal the final health token. This might be the fastest final girl I've ever played and lost. I'll be so mad and... We're getting attacked for 3. We have no cards that can help. We have walk, focus, close call, sprint, weak attack, search, and open a rift. I mean, what the fuck? Yo, good game. All right, who's ready? We'll flip the final health token so we lose 3 damage because of zealous attacks. Yeah, fun stuff. Let's see, what do we get? Good game. Thoughts on that? Yeah, you don't want to hear mine. I mean, dude, that's not fair. We're not fucking doing that. There's no way. We just started. We just started learning the rules and how to play, and then guy gets fucking 2 minor dark powers. I don't think this is fair. We can't lose Janelle to that, dude. She's brand new. Wow, rip, lesson learned, bummer. It's so true. Talk about bad RNG. I would reset this and play it again, but I'm just... I don't think... I think we're going to have to try this one again. There's no way. I mean, we moved from here, like, looking at the location board. We flipped a total of two terror cards and 2 minor dark powers, so 4 turns we died. Mulligan do-over? Bro, the setup on this was kind of a pain in the ass. I mean, I guess it wouldn't take me long to just fucking set it back up, but we're already, like, we've been streaming for 1 hour and 30 minutes. We died in 4 turns. That makes me so mad. I'm actually pissed. I'll tell you what we should do. God damn. The quick losses can be demoralizing. They are killers for a reason. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh my god. It's just like, do I even have... I don't even really... I'm just super unmotivated to fucking reset it and try again. I mean, what would I even do differently? I can't believe... Alright, I don't know if you play Final Girl, but does this happen to you a lot? Like, not this. I'm saying, like, do you get 2 minor dark powers, like, right off the bat like that? I've been getting that, like, every game almost. I mean, they're from the Killer expansion, right? That's his symbol? Is it not? It's just not cool, man. Note to self, pick up a guard or retaliate early on. Yeah, it can end, yeah, okay. Bad outcomes can happen super fast and end a run in a few turns. It's a first for me, though. I mean, this is episode 13. Like, we've been able to turtle the game for a while. I mean, I don't know if any of the commands work on YouTube, but if you're watching on Twitch, you could do like !dead and !survivors to see all the final girls who've died and made it in the Discord too. But yeah, there's no way we're gonna count this. We have to restart. It's just like, how long is it gonna be? What time is it? There's no way. Like, I don't have all day, man. Let's try it though. We'll give it a shot. We have to do the exact same mission though. I can't believe I picked up 3 of the mission tokens. I was ready to roll a d20. I was ready to roll a d20 and do the mission. Oh my god. We should roll a d20 just to see. So we had a total of 10 on our mission card here. So if we rolled a d20, we could have spent 3 time and we got a 12. That would have been a total of 22. So we would have done the mission. Oh. Damn. So we have to reset. It's not like anything really changes, right? We're playing with the tier dice too, because we're like a full-time crier. Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. I'm putting the minor dark powers on the bottom. And then we'll shuffle it a couple times. It's fucking bullshit, man. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm definitely salty as hell about this. Yo, pick a number between 1 through 9. There's the final health tokens again. Alright, we've had to reset this. Oh, flip a new setup card. I'm going to leave the item cards as they were. Okay, setup card says Killer starts in this space. Fanghorn Forest. Final Girl starts down in this corner. One of these tokens. Guess we have to mix these up again. And put one in each space, right? Because we're doing that stupid mission. It's whatever. At least we start in a space with it, right? Where do I have this wrong? Oh, the one goes in the school. Okay. So then we have some special meeples to place one. We place one in our space, right? And then we place one. Isn't there another one? Like with the killer or something? Ugh. I'm furious. 2 here. 2 in the police station. 2 in the shopping mall. Two in the library. 2 here. And 2 in the government lab. That's 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then, what the hell does it say? Closest exit space to the Slayer. So we got one more gray meeple to place. This is 4 spaces away. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also 4 spaces away. We use ambiguity. No, this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's 4. We really can't get up there. We're going to put it up here. So we have 1 in our space and 1 up here. We flip a new event card. Please no special victims. Freaks and geeks, 1 less victim will follow you. Oh, come on, man. To a minimum of 1 unless you're with a special victim. Bruh. Okay, we never got a number between 1 and 9. So I guess we just have to pull them ourselves. There you go. There you go. We start with a focus. Let's go. Single success. We spend a time. Reduce the horror. Let's walk. We get a convert. We pitch weak attack and short rest to get a single success moving 1 space. We spend a time, we're down to 4. We move 1 space into the town fair. We spend a time to reveal that token. Okay, we get the 1, of course. All right. All we have left is a walk and focus. I think we hold there. We have 3 time. We pick up. We go into the planning phase. We buy a sprint and a close call. Do we need to swap dimensions? We buy a sprint and a close call. We return the cards to the tableau. First killer phase. Going to swap a victim to the other dimension. So it's going to be the closest victim to the killer. So we have 1, 2 spaces. And then we have 2 spaces here. It's a tie. And they're also the same amount of victims. So we use ambiguity here. Let's do this one. There's nothing to attack. We flip a terror card. It came through the wall, so target the final girl, closest victim, move and attack twice, and then increase the horror. Damn, that's already painful. Target the final girl, closest victim, move and attack. So the guy moves for 2. He just goes 1, 2. He can attack twice, but there's only 1 victim that's in the other realm so far, so he kills this one. Bloodlust goes up once. Horror goes up once. Back up to 4. We forgot to panic that guy, right? So there's a good chance he could have moved. You see, he would have stayed there and died, so that's fine. And then no panic. Oh, we do have panic. That guy's still gonna panic, right? Do not panic victims in our dimension unless interdimensional rift collapse finale card is in play. All right, so we don't panic that guy. There's no upkeep. We're back to the action phase. Let's do a focus. We get a single success and a convert. We spend a time to increase the horror back up to 3 or decrease it. Let's do a sprint. We get a convert. We spend 2 time to close call it. A single success allows us to move 2 spaces. We spend another time, so we're down to 2 time. But we can get into this space. We go 1, 2, and then we spend another time to pick up this token, right? Of course, it's the number 2 token. All we have left is walk. Why not, right? Alright, we totally fail on the walk. We spend a health. We can't spend the 2 time. So what, we just can't play that walk? I don't know how that works. I guess we just can't play that walk. What do? Sell it for a time? So we can buy a sprint. Planning phase with 2 time, we buy a sprint. We get the free cards back. Return these. Do killer phase next. So he's going to pull the closest victim into the other dimension. Closest victim's going to be this guy, so he gets changed out for a meeple. And then it's target the final girl closest victim and attack. So he kills this meeple. Bloodlust goes up, which means horror goes up. And then we flip a terror card. I saw them leaving the makeout closet. Place 2 new victims at the school. Oh, that's the shopping mall. Where's the fucking school? Come on, bro. Now there's 2 victims there, and they're closest to the... This is the school right here. So we put 2 new victims in the school, and they're the closest to the killers, so they're going to get swapped and killed immediately, which sucks. Oh, then we flip a new event. Dry spell. All right. You can use all river crossings until it rains. At the start of each action phase, roll the d20. On a 1 to 4, it rains and you discard this card. That's really helpful, actually. We can use all river crossings until it rains. Which victims are pulled into the mirror dimension? Don't they panic immediately? Yeah, it's the closest ones. So we have this card here is pretty helpful. When resolving it, you determine the closest victim in our dimension to Slayer. If there's a tie, then take it from the space with the most victims. So yeah, we panicked. Like the guy that he killed, we panicked him and he didn't move, so he died. So he just forgot to do it. So this is going to be at the start of each action phase, we roll a d20, and on a 1 to 4 it rains and we lose that dry spell. The dry spell is actually helping us tremendously. That's the end of the killer phase, though. We have panic phase. Nobody's going to panic. No upkeep. It's the start of the action phase, so we have to roll that d20 right now. And if we get a 1 to a 4, it rains. We got a 2. So it rained immediately, and we lost the dry spell. You got to be fucking kidding me, dude. What the fuck? Yo, we should call it for today. It's just not looking good. It is not looking good. Liquid Identity 101, bro. Telling you, we're cooked. We already died once. God damn. Dry spell comes out, allows us to cross rivers. As soon as we roll the d20 for the very first action phase, we get a 2. Alright, what the hell is happening now? That was up too. Who knows? What do? We do a sprint. Like, can we save victims? If we get a sprint and a walk here, we might be able to save a couple of victims. Like, if we go 1, 2, 3. Double convert. Lose a time. Reduce the horror again. Two tiers. We're just going to spend the 2 time there, and then we're going to sprint. Yeah, I think I give up. It's pretty bad. Lose a health in 2 time. Whew. Planning phase with 1 time. Like what? Like really? Take close call. Return these to the tableau. Killer phase. He's gonna target. You were asking about this, right? So he's gonna pull one of these victims into the mirror dimension. It's gonna be the closest victim to him. If there's a tie, it's the place with more victims. So looking at the location board now, these 2 victims are 1 space away from him. So this one will turn into the gray meeple and immediately panic. We rolled a 1. So from a 1 to 2, he panics over here. And 1 guy stays at the school. Okay. Then the remainder of the killer action is to target the final girl closest victim and attack. He doesn't have movement. So he stays, can't attack. We flip a terror card. We get absolutely cooked. Hyperdimensional travel, wouldn't you know it? Target the final girl closest victim, move and attack. Move twice and attack. Holy smokes. So the guy can move for 2 from this space. So he can go like this, 1, 2, or he can go here. Let's have him go here. He attacks and kills this victim. So now there's another dead victim. The bloodlust goes up. If there are no victims in the mirror dimension, ignore the rest of this card. Otherwise, play Slayer with the furthest victim in the mirror dimension. So furthest victim in the mirror dimension is going to be this guy. No, this guy. I didn't even see him down there. So he's going to go there. And then he targets that victim and attacks. So he kills another victim. Yo, tell me this ain't the hardest one. I say that about all of them, though. Bloodlust goes up. He recovers the health. He hasn't even taken damage yet. Okay, no panic. There's no victims in that space. Upkeep phase. Nothing really happens during upkeep yet. All we have are a walk, focus, and close call. So really nothing we can do. Let's try a focus. We get a single success on the focus, spending a time, reducing the horror. This is going to be helpful if we can get into that three dice situation. Let's try a walk. We play close call. We spend 2 time, re-roll both. All right, going into planning phase with 3 time. I mean, we totally whiffed. We have to spend 2 time again. We go into planning phase with 1 time and no cards again. I must be doing something horribly wrong here. Just eat the health loss. Last game we did that. We lost to the very first attack. We couldn't defend it. The guy starts off attacking for 2. And then he got a minor dark power that was +1 attack. We did take the walk, eat the health thing, but you lose the 2-time either way. And I'm only going to move closer to him if I... Like, we're just getting fucking lit here, bro. Okay, we'll take the health. We go down to 3 health. We can move a space. Show me how we're not now we're closer to the killer. Like, I would like to get into the what is that called? The police station. Depends on how badly you need to move a space. Health is good too, no doubt. Don't want to be dead. I don't think we can help it here, man. So if we take the -1 health, which we've already done, we're going to move a space here. Let's move into this space. That way we're 1 space further away, I guess. I mean, I think we're closer. But it gets us closer to the school. All we can buy, again, is a close call, though. It's pretty rough. We buy a close call and the free cards. We reset the time to 6. Return the cards to the tableau. We do killer phase again. Okay, we're going to count the spaces. So this is the killer. 1, 2. These are the closest victims, like, no matter what. So one of them's going to get swapped. Pulled into the mirror dimension. Then he can't attack anything. So we flip a terror card. It came through the wall. It's going to target the final girl closest victim, move and attack twice. And then we increase the horror. Target the final girl closest victim. Oh, panic the mirror victim. Yeah. He got a 6. Nice. So if he panics there, then he can't get it killed, right? Yeah, this guy can't attack us. Unless we're in the mirror dimension, right? So his attacks don't do anything, so he just moves here. Damn. Yeah, you're right. That did save him. There's no way I'm going to remember to panic that guy every time. And then the horror goes up, so back to 3. We survived another killer phase. So then the panic phase. We don't panic that guy. Yeah, I already checked that rule. It says we don't panic the guys in the other dimension. Nothing happens during upkeep. Man, I'm thinking really we should just save all of our cards and some time here to get stuff to do stuff with. Because we really need to pick up like a guard or retaliate if we're going to lose any more health. That's how he died last time. I would have liked to get a search for the police station. What's at the police station? The binoculars? What do they do? Once per turn. While at or adjacent to a searchable space, spend time to look at the top 2 cards of the space's item deck. Return each card to the bottom or top of the deck in any order. Ugh. Bruh. I don't know what to do here. Let's try focus. I'm insistent on rolling 3 dice. Maybe we should just save the focus. Like, all we have is a focus walk. That's it. We have a close call and 2 pitches. How do you like that? Just throw it in there. Double success. All right, we can move 2 spaces on a walk here. That's actually pretty big for us. Because we can go through the police station and bring these 2 victims in here. Oh, only 1 victim will follow you, right? Because of freaks and geeks. We go down to 5 time. We go down to 4 time, actually, because we're going to reveal this token. It's the number 5. All right, that puts us on 8. So we're kind of back to where we lost last time. I think we stopped there. First time we actually have 4 time, we can defend ourselves. If we take a guard here. We'll take a guard and a sprint. Okay. Killer phase. This guy's going to get immediately changed out, and then we panic him. I can't even hit the, I keep missing the rolling dice. It's pretty pathetic. We rolled a 6 on a fucking panic. 5 to 6, so he panics with this other mirror dimension guy. Then he can't attack because the guy panicked out of his space. Then we flip a terror card. I feel something evil in this place. Yeah, me too, buddy. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, if there are 1 or more victims in our dimension, then in the mirror dimension. So if there are more victims in our dimension than there are in the mirror dimension, put 2 victims in the mirror dimension and increase the bloodlust twice. Yikes. So this guy's 2 spaces. This guy's 2 spaces. So we could just do these 2. Kind of make them go up here, yeah. Panic both of them. 4 and 5. So they both panic down here. That space is crowded with victims in the mirror dimension. Let me tell you. Then the bloodlust goes up twice. So we reveal the dark power and we increase the horror. Dark power is being revealed right now. Who's ready? Mind control. During the upkeep phase, all victims in the mirror dimension move 1 space towards the Slayer. Yikes. I'm not sure if I moved the horror or not yet. Did I? Probably nobody saw it. Couldn't see it. I think we did. I thought we were down to 2. No, we didn't play a focus or nothing. Let's put it on 4. Okay. Hopefully that was it. Yeah, we increased the bloodlust twice. That's the killer phase. Panic phase, nothing. Upkeep phase, nothing. Now we got some stuff we can do. Man, should we spend 3 time and try to crack the code? Because then we get the Jockette. And the Jockette's big because when she's in our space, we can change 1 dice to a success when resolving action cards that provide movement. And an additional victim may follow you. So that's going to give us +1. So we would just be back to the normal 2 victims. Oh boy, we got to get lucky on this D20, huh? Let's try it. Let's try it. Oh, we have to be at the shopping mall, yeah? Let's do a walk. All right, we get a single success. We can move 1 space. We bring these 2 victims into the exit space. We save 2 victims. We saved our first 2 victims. Things are looking up. Things are looking up. We're going to reduce the horror by 1. We're going to get a health back. Or we could move a space. Go to the shopping mall, crack the code. That's the move, right? We're going to reduce the horror by 1 and move a space. We go to the shopping mall. We go to the shopping mall. We spend 3 time to crack the code. So we're going to roll this D20. The result of the D20 has to be higher than 20. And we add the 3 tokens that we've collected so far. So it will be 5, 6, 7, 8 plus whatever we get. Come on, we need a 14, right? Oh, that sounds hard to get on a D20. I'm not familiar with D20s. Let's roll it. Oh, no. We got a 15. We could sell a card for time and roll again. We sell focus. We go up to 3 time. We spend the 3 time to roll a D20 again. We sell 3 cards for time. We sell focus, close call, and short rest to go back up to 3. We spend the 3 time. We roll the D20 again. The D20's weighted. I quit. Do the mission tokens just stay there? Like, I have no idea how to play this. I think they stay there. We only gain or lose progress from the cards. Nobody knows. Yeah, let's get the hell out of there. We can sprint. No, we can't do anything. We have no time. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, we do nothing in the planning phase. We just get a walk. Return these cards to the tableau. Do killer phase. Reset the time to 6. Closest victim is going to go mirrored dimension. It's going to be this guy, right? We've only got one left. I think we're cooked. He's going to panic. 3. Nice. He actually moved away. Let's flip a tarot card. It's after me. Target the final girl, move and attack. Guy moves right into our space. I think we're dead here, right? Yeah, he's attacking for 3. We did pick up a guard, though. We might survive. He attacks us for 3. We play guard. We get a single success and a convert. We pitch weak attack and walk to ignore all damage. Okay, we survived the attack. The horror increases. Panic phase. Nobody panics. No upkeep. Oh my god. This one's ridiculous. We haven't touched Slayer. Oh, upkeep phase, they all move one space towards them, right? Too many rules, man. I should just be playing Camp Happy Trails. I gotta take a final girl break, I think. So they're all in his space. They're all cooked. And so are we. To be completely honest. Action phase. We pitched all of our cards on the action phase. What do we do? Run? We moved 2 spaces. That's good. We can get out of there. Go down to 5 time. We'll spend time to pick that one up. It's a 3. We'll spend... Oh, we can't. Oh my god. The shopping mall rule is total bullshit. Yeah, we're gonna definitely have to come back to these missions. We weren't ready for Series 3. Planning phase with 4 time. I think retaliate. Plus the freebies. Killer phase again. If all the gray meeples are already on the board, then the mirror dimension victim farthest from the Slayer is immediately killed. Bloodlust goes up. This one changes. Kills another one. Bloodlust goes up. He recovers a health, which he hasn't taken any damage yet, so that doesn't fucking matter. We panicked that one. 6. Yeah, run closer, bud. Upkeep phase. No, we gotta do a terror card, right? Yeah, right? Yeah, terror card. Run up that hill. Alright, target the final girl. Move twice and attack. Alright, he's only got to move once to get to us, right? 1, 2. He can't attack us. Like, we're not even in the right dimension. No, he can attack us in both dimensions. Can he? We have a psychic connection. He attacks for 4. We've only got 3 health. Play retaliate. Single success reduces it by 2, so we take 2 and we do a damage back. Alright, we're down to our last health. We're rolling 3 dice. We do 1 damage back to him. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Run up that hill. Yeah, move twice, and then we increase the horror again. So it goes up to 5. Dude, we are so dead here. Panic phase. I don't know. Nothing happens during the panic phase, right? Upkeep phase. They all move 1 space closer. Boop. And then boop. Because of mind control. Action phase. Man, I think we're just bad at the game. I'm gonna have to play this off stream a couple times, so we kind of know what we're prepared for. Because we're just getting smoked here. Where's that revolver at? Oh my god, why did we not pick up the revolver while we were in the fucking shopping mall? Definitely easier after you understand how the killer location works a bit better. Yeah, I agree. Think we're gonna have to call call it here. Sick the dog on the Slayer. Get him. Get him, Daisy. This dog is like the furthest thing from vicious. This was my first time trying to stream on YouTube, and it went very poorly. But we're definitely not going to give up. Liquid Identity 101. Appreciate you helping with the rules and stopping by. It's a shame that this one went as poorly as it did. You see, the thing is, I streamed all of Series 1. So I streamed all of Series 1 first, and I had already played Series 1, so I understood the rules a lot. And then Series 2, same deal. I had at least played each one once. Falcon Wood Files, I opened it today and tried to stream it, and it's. I think I need at least one or two playthroughs, like where we might be able to understand the rules a little bit better, before we can actually get like a decent ending. I don't mind losing. It's just I don't want to lose in 4 turns, if that makes sense. I understand losing is part of Final Girl. If you want to see any of the old ones, all of the episodes are posted, except for the thumbnail from today, Christy. I'm about to play Inkanyamba for the first time right after this. I'm going to be in the themed Doomed boat. Inkanyamba, tell me if you think that's a girl or a guy. But after that, no, the rules aren't that bad for that. There's 2 big cards that go next to the board, like next to the killer board. Like over here, and basically it'll increase just like Bloodlust increases, and then eventually she'll unleash that power. So they give you atonement action cards to kind of mitigate that. So you know, maybe the Wrath, Killer Wrath, there's Killer Wrath and Divine Wrath. They're both painful, but if one goes up, you can kind of mitigate it with the atonement. I played in Kanyamba and we killed her. And you can see how bad I am at Final Girl. We did it. We killed Inkanyamba. But 100%, I think you're right. We need to do a couple playthroughs off stream. So that's probably what we're going to do. We're just going to scrap this. I don't know how it works on YouTube. This is my first time streaming on YouTube, both YouTube and Twitch. Usually I just take the the video and then edit it down to like a 15-minute video, so it's not like dragging and super long. And but yeah, all of the videos are posted, and a bunch of shorts from like the weapons that we found and stuff are on YouTube as well. So yeah, that's Inkanyamba's a good one though. That one was fun. I forget who we played. We always just play the feature film as it is. 2 of the Final Girls from the feature film. We choose between those 2, and then dog really did a number on this table. I mean, there's shit everywhere. But yeah, I think that's going to be a wrap for today. What a mess. Yeah, there's no way we're letting Janelle die like that. Oh, another thing, we're playing hardcore, so like if a final girl dies, like I was gonna set the card on fire. Have a better one next time. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Maybe you can catch me next time for live. We're definitely gonna take a break here from Final Girl. We might stream some Wingspan, some fun, some stuff, some other board games where we're not getting our ass kicked 90% of the time. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. So thanks again for watching, and everyone have a great rest of your day.